I see you make these posts about just getting started with digital transformation and the first steps that companies should be taking. But I've never worked anywhere where I don't use software to get my job done. How many companies are really sitting on the sidelines? That's a really great question. It's estimated that about 70% of organizations are executing against a digital transformation strategy or moving towards building one. But there's a couple of nuances that come into this conversation that I want to point out. One is that information is likely self-reported from companies. And there's still a fair amount of confusion associated with the idea of digital transformation versus digitizing processes. You mentioned the idea that you haven't worked anywhere where you're not using software. And that's probably true. But how you are using that software, when was the last time that it was optimized, those types of ideas are pretty impactful when it comes down to have you digitally transformed or strictly digitized processes. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but my definition of digital transformation goes well beyond just using software to do your job. Digital transformation should be a company-wide strategic initiative that touches on everything from the back office to the way that you interact with your customers. Everybody's heard me say people, process, then technology. Transformation is about enabling your people and your processes to be more efficient so that you can build a culture of innovation within your company and continue to grow your organization. The other part of this conversation that I think is really important to address, the idea that digital transformation is not a box that can just be checked off. It's an ongoing process. Digital transformation is really much more of a discipline than it is something that you can say we've achieved. You need to have a mindset of continuous improvement, stay up to date on what advancements are happening with technology, making sure that you're upskilling your team, and ultimately be prepared for continuous change within your organization from this point forward, because it's not going away.